Hello, we discuss about this waterborne diseases. Myself, Professor Kamthare DC from the Department of Microbiology, Shri Guru Buddhi Swami College, Purna. There are various waterborne diseases. The diseases which are due to the water or the diseases which are caused from the water, these are called as the waterborne diseases, and there are various types of these diseases. And these are caused by various bacteria, viruses, protozoa. First, we discuss about the diseases caused by the bacteria. The diseases caused by bacteria are as typhoid, paratyphoids, cholera, Shigella, Escherichia coli, diarrhea, and peptic ulcer. First, we discuss about this typhoid and this paratyphoid. These are the diseases which are caused by this Salmonella typhi, and in this Salmonella paratyphi A and B. And this is due to this ingestion of contaminated water and food. This organism, that is the bacteria Salmonella, gram-negative rod and having the size 0.5 into 1 to 3 micrometer in size. This is motile bacteria with Peritrichus flagella. This bile, it is the good culture medium for these organisms. Therefore, these grow abundantly in gallbladder and discharged into the intestine. And this bacteria require incubation period of this 7 to 14 days. Next, that is the cholera. This is the cholera disease we have to discuss. This is acute diarrheal disease caused by the Vibrio cholerae bacteria. These bacteria prefer alkaline medium with optimum pH 8.2 and require 0.5 to 1% NaCl concentration. Incubation period, it is 48 to 72 hours. And this in case of this cholera, there is colorless watery fluid. It is observed. This loss of this water, it is there. Then there is cramping of abdominal muscles and fever. During this infection, there is loss of this 10 to 15 liters of fluid. And to cure this cholera, this rehydration with saline or electrolyte solution, it is recommended as the first aid. Then salmonellosis. This salmonellosis, this is the bacillary dysentery caused by Shigella dysentery. These bacteria are gram-negative, non-motile, short rods, and their symptoms are as fever with vomiting, abdominal cramps, scanty feces containing blood and mucus, it is there. Next one, Escherichia coli, diarrhea. These organisms are present, E. coli present in the large intestine of the human. Most of this E. coli, these are harmless and these are common cell organisms, but some strains are virulent one. And these virulent strains cause the infant diarrhea. In case of the infants, this E. coli having a plasmid cofactor which is producing this enterotoxin, and there is, due to this disease, loss of water from the body, it is there, and this may cause the death of the person if not treated properly. Next, that is the peptic ulcer. It is thought that it is due to the stressful living, but this Barry Marshall and Robin Warren in 1982 proved that this Helicobacter pylori, it is responsible to cause this peptic ulcer. This treatment of this peptic ulcer, that is, the antibiotics are given as metronidazole, tetracycline and bismuth subsalicylate. This is the triple therapy given. Next, the diseases caused by the viruses, as this infectious hepatitis or infectious jaundice, poliomyelitis and viral gastroenteritis. One by one we have to discuss. First one, the jaundice. This is due to the water. This disease is due to this infection due to the water. This virus multiplies in the intestinal epithelium and reaches the liver by hematogenous spread. The incubation period, it is 2 to 6 weeks, and in this there occurs the fever, malaise, nausea, vomiting and liver tenderness, it is there. The recovery, it is very slow, and this requires about 4 to 6 weeks. Then next, that is the poliomyelitis. This is due to the poliovirus. This is transmitted by fecal oral route through contaminated water and the food. The chlorination of the water kills the virus. If organic matter, if it is there in case of the water, then this causes the delay in inactivation of the virus. Then next, that is the formaldehyde and oxidizing disinfectants. These are used. This cause the destruction of the virus. Then next, that is the viral gastroenteritis. This is most common in case of the human, and this affects all age groups. This virus, it is segmented double-stranded RNA. The symptoms, these are vomiting, watery diarrhea, low fever, and this may persist about a week. There is severe dehydration and even death of the person. The treatment involves oral fluids, isotonic liquids, analgesics and antiperistaltic agents. These are given. Then now we see the diseases caused by the protozoa, that is giardiasis, amoebiasis, balantidiasis, cryptosporidiosis. These are the diseases caused by this protozoa. First one, that is the giardiasis. This is, we have to discuss. This giardiasis, it is the commonly detected protozoan disease of this intestinal tract of humans, especially in case of these children. The organism causing the giardiasis, this is the Giardia lamblia. The symptoms, these are inflammation of intestine, gastric cramps, foul smelling, watery diarrhea, dehydration and weight loss. And this treatment, it is quinacrine, furazolidine and metronidazole. These are the drugs which are used for this treatment of the giardiasis. Next, this is, that is the amoebiasis. This is caused by Entamoeba histolytica. The symptoms, these are dysentery with blood and mucus in the stool, abdominal tenderness, it is there. Sometimes the amoebas enter the blood vessels and travel to the other tissues like that of this liver, and these may cause the fatal abscesses. The drugs, these are used, that is metronidazole and this paromomycin. These are commonly used in the chemotherapy of this amoebiasis. Next, that is the Balantidiasis. This is caused by Balantium coli. Most of these infections, these are harmless, but sometimes abscesses and regular ulceration, these are there. These drugs, these are used. These are the tetracycline and this metronidazole. These are used for treat the infection. Then next one, that is the cryptosporidiosis, and this is caused by this Cryptosporidium parvum and Cryptosporidium coccidie. And the mode of transmission, prevention, these are as that of this amoebic dysentery. That is the drugs, these are this metronidazole, paromomycin, these are used for the treatment of this cryptosporidiosis. And there is symptoms as abdominal tenderness, it is there, along with this mild diarrhea, it is there, and observation of blood and mucus in the stool, it is there. Thank you for your listening.